Man has been shot twice as he fought back against a gunman attempting to steal his Commodore. The victim had just parked when he was ambushed before the culprits fled without the car.
Australia, we're facing another pandemic here, and this one is actually real. The VF Commodores are being stolen like there's no tomorrow. And this is a huge problem Australia-wide. And honestly, guys, if you have a VF Commodore, you need to be doing everything in your power to keep this thing safe, because they are coming right now in droves after these things, and they're getting them. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to prevent that, and we're just going to go through some facts. So what is actually going on in Australia? What is happening? Why does it seem like there are just multiple VF car thefts on the daily, and most of these things are not getting recovered? They're being stripped down, they're being joy driven and written off, or they're being shipped overseas. It is nightmare fuel for the car enthusiasts. And if I had a VF, man, I would legitimately be, one eye open as I sleep with something that does this. For YouTube, probably won't like me saying that, but you get my point. Car thefts in this country have been spiking in the last year. And unfortunately, our economy, I've been saying this in some other videos, has absolutely been tanking. The dollar stinks, people are on hard times, and these cars are easy to steal, apparently. So not only do these Commodores hold their value, they're desirable, people want them, they're worth a lot of money, overseas as well, they're easy to take. So I guess it's a bad combination we're in here right now. And these guys are buying stuff off eBay for like $100, and they're legitimately able to walk into your yard, snip a wire, put this thing into the car, and drive away in like 5 minutes. It's not good. Now I'm just gonna target Victoria because I've got the stats here for Victoria. I've been personally, the last time I was in Victoria, I already had people whispering in my ears to do a video about this because they already knew it was a pandemic. And again, just some of the numbers here. In the state of Victoria alone, car thefts have gone up 25% this year. More than 25,000 vehicles in the last year have been stolen in Victoria, and over 40% are youth offenders. So they're legitimately getting these kids to steal and then to give it to them. A lot of these kids are also just stealing them and going joyriding, but make no mistake, a lot of these kids are intertwined in this, and a lot of this is definitely not just junkies. This is organized. This is organized. People are doing this repeatedly on the daily, and there's obviously a huge string of people connected because these things are going in shipping containers, they're being sent overseas, they're getting completely stripped down for parts, again, go overseas. These VF Commodores, they were sold in the United States, so people want this stuff. The engines are extremely valuable, all the parts are valuable, everybody wants HSV stuff, the HSV tax is real, and you can make a stupid amount of money selling these things individually, bit by bit. And I've even seen these things wind up in Dubai, the United Kingdom. There's a racket going on here. And if you're not careful, your car is gonna be gone. And dude, you gotta be doing all you can. I'm gonna repeat that, all you can with these guys. So how are they getting these? Now it's the VF in particular they like to steal because it was the last car Holden ever made, and it did have some more tech. So unfortunately, the tech is hurting us in this instance because all they have to do is sort of get into under the wheel well, clip a wire, that disables the horn, then they can break into the car, the alarm goes off, but the horn is being immobilized already, so the horn is not going. No one really can hear it. They slip this $100 part you can buy on eBay on the OBD port. Literally in 5 minutes, they've made a new key, they've deleted the old key, they drive out. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Like, technology is not always our friend, and we do have to be so cautious with some of these new technologies that become available that people can literally just go and buy for $100 online, and now you're a professional car thief. So it's getting to the point where we probably need to start regulating some of these things, but if you know the know, this stuff is a cakewalk. Now, it's not all bad news. You can do a lot of stuff to help limit your chances of your car getting stolen. I personally like to put trackers in my car. Now, I know people will harp on and say, well, you know, they can have, you know, GPS deactivation things, or they can find where your tracker is. All of this is probably true, but it does help to have something. You hide a tracker in your car. At least at one point, if you realize your car's gone, you can instantly look it up, and if they haven't found it or disabled it yet, you have a chance of at least narrowing your window of where you need to search. There's also a lot of people now that are going back to the old school ways of securing their car. So actually, the proper steering wheel lock. So, you know, you put it over the steering wheel, lock it like that. Like, I don't know. I mean, do it. I would be doing this stuff. Absolutely. I've even seen people getting their VF stolen in a car park at the shopping center, and literally a tow truck just comes in, picks it up, and drives out the parking lot. They didn't even do anything. But sure, you guys know when they get it back to wherever they took it, they're literally just going to break into it and do the exact same process. 5 minutes, they're in it. Now this thing's going, who knows, international, black market, up for parts. You never know. And this is the thing, right? We have such nanny garbage laws where a car thief will be literally caught red-handed. He'll be put in jail for the night, maybe, released on bail straight away, goes and steals another car straight away.
17 and in handcuffs.
He's under arrest at the moment, got multiple warrants out.
It's now been revealed the boy was already out on bail for 94 charges at the time, including 38 break-ins and 28 car thefts. Police rearresting him earlier this month for stealing a car in Bulimba at knife point. But incredibly, he was given bail again, taunting police on social media.
This is the loony, we're living in Looney Tunes here. You know what I mean? They'll come after you harder for having an exhaust on your VF rather than the bloke who's trying to steal your VF. It is seriously clown world in this place. And the fact, again, 40% of the thefts are being committed by young people, which obviously is under 18, I believe. We need these people held accountable. Like, hey, if you're a 10-year-old and you're stealing a VF Commodore, we're the parents, number one. And if you're any older, mate, you know what you're doing. Like, and we need to stop this whole, you know, oh, he was a kid and like, yeah, he was a kid, man, but he stole a car. Like, there's punishments. You know what I mean? Like, don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time. Whatever happened to that? You know what I mean? Like, these kids can't be getting scot-free punishments and going out and doing it again and again and again the next day. And let me again, this is strategic. You don't have 25,000 vehicles in Victoria alone getting stolen, and these VFs in particular being the number one wanted car. And this is just, kids just want the VF and joyrides. No, this is calculated, guys. There is a hierarchy here. People are legitimately educating people how to do this, probably getting these younger people to do it for them because they know if they get caught, they're going to get almost zero punishment anyways. So, yeah, we need to stop this nonsense. We need to actually have harsh punishments brought back. And again, the fact is, the police in this country literally only care about speeding fines and enforcing the fake pandemic laws that we used to have. Like, that was all they really, they had to enforce that stuff. But you get a real pandemic of youth stealing cars, attacking people. I've heard stories here of people getting held up by knife point
for stealing a car in Bulimba at knife point.
Like, this is ridiculous, man. This is dangerous stuff, and somebody's going to get killed real soon. Like, This is people's pride and joy.
So you had 2 shots?
Police say they've been told 2 or 3 men from a white Toyota approached the 33-year-old victim near his black Commodore, demanding keys. He refused. A scuffle escalated into gunfire.
I know for a fact somebody tried to come take my car, and even if they are bringing a weapon, you know, what's the old mate say? That's not a knife, mate.
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
And it's just so sad too, because people who watch this channel, you know you're a car enthusiast, especially in the AusDM scene, and VFs to us are just so perfect. Like, it's the last Holden model. They really nailed it. They're not in business anymore. They don't make anymore. And to see so many of them be destroyed from, you know, either them trying to get away, just a junkie rolling it over, like being destroyed for parts, like shipped overseas. It is absolutely soul crushing. It's just not right. It really is not right. And the laws need to come down heavy and fast on anyone even thinking about trying to steal a car. And that goes for any car. Legitimately, we need to stop this nonsense of slap on the wrist crimes. We're penalizing the everyday man for thousands of dollars for literally just having an exhaust system going 10Ks over the limit, and these real criminals get away with whatever they want to do. It is absolutely madness, and we're the ones that put up with this garbage. So we need to do something about it as well. And I'm just going to make this point too. I don't know if you guys have seen this or noticed this with your insurance premiums, but personally, and through some of my friends as well, it's been like almost a 20+% increase year on year for the past, like since COVID almost. And I know our cars have been getting more expensive, and I know they're harder to replace, and I do know there's going to be increases, but it is such a huge increase, and I can't help but just think, with all these cars being stolen, we're having to pay for it essentially through our insurance. And it's getting crazy out there. I know for guys who have multiple cars, they can't afford to insure them because legitimately, even though they don't drive them that much, it costs a literal fortune just to have insurance on them, just for what they're worth. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know about you guys. Leave a comment, but insurance is getting crazy at the moment, and this is not helping. So really, we need more police action. We need more state action. Our PMs, our governors, legitimately need to crack on this. They need to be doing something. I want a hard stance on this, guys. And yeah, we need to stop wrist slapping. Again, put a tracker in your car. Get as much as you can. I've even seen people start making these metal plates that legitimately lock the pedals in place, so you can't press the brakes, so you can't start it, you can't gas it. Like, even things like this, it will save your car potentially. You've really got to be doing everything you can nowadays. So any kind of small thing like that, just do it, you know, give you some peace of mind, and just keep your eyes out for other guys with their cars too. That's all we can do, guys. Again, share the video, like the video, subscribe, and I'll come back with some more news if something changes. And let's hope it does very quickly. But until then, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.